Hello, thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your astrological overview for week commencing the 18th of January. There continues to be a major influence in the sign of Capricorn. Mercury, of course, is twisting backwards in this area and starts to connect in a conjunction with Pluto. Pluto continues its right angle to Uranus, which has been causing such grief generally, globally and personally for us all over the last 3 or 4 years. So Mercury gets involved in this too. This can create a lot of nervous tension because Mercury controls our nervous systems. Pluto is about secrets, and it's also about the things that we'd rather keep hidden away as much as we'd like to find out about. So with Mercury also being about communication, it's possible that there can be some jagged edges around conversations this week. And it's possible too a certain amount of rebelliousness. And because of the more orthodox and traditional values of Capricorn, you may encounter somebody who wants to maintain the status quo, or perhaps it's you does, and the other wants to be much more radical and challenging and outspoken. So that kind of energy is the backdrop of this week, and to be honest, for the rest of the month. However, there does continue to be a really sweet link between Mars and also Neptune. Now this is just softening the rather more grabbing instincts that Mars has. In the sign of Scorpio, it's also very lusty and passionate. So Neptune brings a more spiritual dimension and asks us all to just sacrifice a little bit of our own personal desires for the greater good. However, in the first half of this week, there is also a square between the reversing Jupiter and also Venus. Venus continues in the light-hearted Sagittarius, at least until Saturday. But this square in the first half of the week could see us being a bit more indulgent. If you did sign up to any kind of diet or new approach to your health at the turn of the year, this particular aspect could be testing it out, seeing how strong your resolve is. By Thursday, the Sun relocates into the sign of Aquarius, however. Now, of course, this is not the first Aquarius energy of this year because Mercury moved briefly into the sign earlier on in the year, but then, of course, went into a retrograde. However, here, the Sun's going to be in Aquarius for the next month, but it's challenged on Sunday by the full moon in Leo. It's basically saying that when it comes to our social situation and also our romantic hopes and aspirations, or the things we feel really passionate about, some kind of realignment may be necessary. Too much time with friends may be making for an unhappy love life. Too much time with our love life, our partner, friends will feel pushed out. That's a very simplistic take on it. But if you need to get your time management a little bit more under control to make sure the various people in your world who are really important feel validated, then this is a good time to do so. On the same day, however, Venus moves into Capricorn. Now, Capricornians can actually be surprisingly sultry, and Venus here gives people an opportunity to get down to the earthy side of a relationship. So if there is somebody that you feel strongly about, then perhaps you're going to take it a bit more seriously. But Venus here can also be a bit more materialistic. And of course, Venus does govern finances as well. So an interesting change there that's going to be ongoing for the next 28 days. And I'll tell you more about that as that starts to form angles with other planets too. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.